Woohoo! Oh yeah, let's get a shot of that. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna look at the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. It's been a while since the last video, but we're gonna kick it off with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K. Now, I'm really excited. We're just gonna do an unboxing today, and then maybe in the future videos, we're gonna look at the camera itself and also some of the accessories that we have got for this camera. It's a 6K camera, and that's something that I'm really excited about. There's also a few features that we're gonna look at, and I know that for our use anyway, we're gonna get some really good mileage out of this camera. We're gonna mainly use it for live productions and also for music videos and kind of our commercial and projects as well. So it's gonna be used quite a lot in those sort of areas. So if you're thinking about doing something in that area, this might be the camera for you. We will be using this as a live production camera, so there will be some vision switching to this camera and to other cameras that we have as well. The one thing that I'm really excited about is that the Atem Mini Pro now can output to this camera and control this camera, which means you'll be getting tally, you'll be getting the ability to control the camera outside of the camera itself. One other great thing just before we get into the unboxing is that as you can see here, it also does come with DaVinci Resolve Studio. Now this usually costs a few $100s, so the fact that they throw it in with this particular camera is a great buy. All right, so let's do it. We're gonna unbox this camera. Here we go. Woohoo! All right, so here we go. I'm gonna open it just so you guys can see it. So here we go. Let's open the box. And as you can see, it does come with some manuals. Not sure how much we're gonna look into that. That's fantastic. It does come with the DaVinci Resolve 16. I know that some of the Blackmagic 6K cameras were coming with the 15 version. So the fact that it comes with Resolve 16, that is fantastic. Comes with a Blackmagic sticker and a little welcome, which is great and fantastic. I'm gonna set that aside. Comes with a Blackmagic design strap right here. There we go, little strappage. Not sure whether we're gonna use that as predominantly we're gonna use this as a video camera. I will show you some of the photo functions as well. Comes with a power plug or a cable, so you can plug it into the Blackmagic camera. Fantastic, that's really cool. Sweet, they give you a LPE6 battery, which actually is the battery that the camera takes. A few plugs here as well, so depending on what country you are in, I'm in Australia, so it should come with the proper plugs for you to use. Right here, and you can use the power, slide it in. There we go, there's our power plug. Now to the exciting part. Woohoo! Oh yeah, let's get a shot of that. So here it is, the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. As you can see, it is the 6K version. There is the 4K as well. We opted for the 6K predominantly because it does come with the EF mount, and we do have a lot of the EF lenses that we particularly use. On the back here, you can see the viewfinder. It is a 5-inch viewfinder and display, so great for when you want to get your shots, when you want some sort of monitor. Great for that. I'm going to take off the plastic. All right, because the box does show the Blackmagic 6K with the 85 Canon lens, the 1.2 lens. I'm gonna chuck that onto here just so we match it, just for a little bit of fun. Check that out. Here you go. There you go, JP. There you go. There's that 6K goodness. Just a note as well, this particular sensor is a Super 35, so there is a little bit of a crop, but a lot better than the 4K Micro Four Thirds. Woohoo! That's nice. Look at that, Jenny. That feels nice in the hand as well. That feels really good in the hand. This does kind of bring me a little bit to my 1DX Mark II, which JP is filming on. That 1DX Mark II, sorry, is really nice in that hand, and that grip there is really, really good. Really kind of solid. You could hold that easily kind of with one hand. And I've got that 85 1.2 glass on there, and that's a decent kind of weight. Kind of really good for the handheld stuff. The camera itself doesn't have any IS, no inbuilt image stabilizer at all. This particular lens doesn't have IS either. So the fact that you've got a little bit of weight to it will help kind of get those steadier shots and less of a shake. Yeah, that body feels really nice. It's kind of like a high quality kind of plastic. You can kind of hear that. It's not too bad actually. Look there. So I'm just going to go through the body and where things are located. Let's start from kind of the ins and the outs here. So you do have your power right here. You do have your power located there. Some aux ins. You got your USB and also a few of the other cables here. You got the HDMI and a bit of your audio, so your headphones and your audio in. You got the power and also like a mini XLR cable down there as well. The really cool thing about this particular USB is the fact that you can record to an SSD via this USB-C cable. Now moving on to the other side of the body, you do have this multi-function wheel. If you get a shot of that, Jen. There we go. That multi-function wheel. So you can assign that to pretty much anything that you want. If you want to change your aperture, maybe your ISO, or maybe your shutter speed, that little multi-function button is fantastic. There is a record button up here, which is great. There's another one over here as well, as you can see, so 1 and 2. Do have, before I was actually saying that you can actually shoot photos on this camera. You can shoot the 6K stills, and you can use that with this button right here just to take that photo right there. You've got your ISO as well, your shutter and your white balance all located here. The on and off switch at the top, let me just face it this way so it reads properly for you. So the on and off, then you've got all your other function buttons here. So you can actually program each one of these three for whatever you want to do with those buttons. Back over to the back side, there are other buttons here, and we'll look at those buttons when we actually go into the menu and the setup. Over to the side, we do have the card readers. It takes the high-speed SD, or what we know as the SD-UHS-2. It does also take the normal SDs if you do want to use it, but you can't record kind of the higher resolution 4K and the 6K onto the normal SD cards. You need to have the SD-UHS-2 cards. Also the CF or the CFast cards on the other side as well, which will record the 4K and the 6K fine. Just some of the mounting points. There are two main mounting points, which is on the top here. You can see the 1/4-20 threading on the top, and then if we flip it upside down, we also have the 1/4-20 threading on the bottom. This particular camera, we do have a cage for it, and we're rigging it up in a particular way, so look out for that video coming soon as well. It does only have those two mounting points, so I do kind of recommend having a cage or some sort of rig for this particular setup. It is also good for just shooting as it is and handheld, but having a rig allows you to put other things onto it, and I'll show you in the next couple of videos what we're doing with this particular camera. Just a few other things to take note of. There are some vents just on the top here of the camera. There are also microphones available to you on the camera over here and here. Great for kind of scratch audio if you need that. If you flip to the bottom, this is where the battery actually goes in. Just make sure when you do place a battery in there that it is fully charged. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put a battery in there and turn it on. Here we go, we're just gonna turn the camera on. Let's see a little flash, getting a little bit of fan at the bottom. You can see there's another vent here at the bottom. That kicks in straight away, and you're greeted with this screen right here. Just gives you the option to choose your language. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose English and hit OK. Just remember that it is a touch screen. That's one of the benefits as well. It's great when you want to film, you just want to change things on the fly. It's great for that. The other thing that it's not so great at is you do get a lot of fingerprints onto it. Oh, that's nice. So here is a little quick look at the interface and what you're kind of greeted with. There will be another video as I will go through in depth as to how we use it and kind of the settings that we use. But you can kind of see some of the features. For example, right here, it's your frame rate, and you can adjust your frame rate and also how you want to set up your settings. You can change also the shutter. At the moment it's on 180, and we're going to leave that at 180. You do also have your iris, so you can actually change your f-stops just by sliding. It's really, really cool when you just do that little slide. You can actually hear the 85mm when I do this. The actual physical optics changing, that's pretty cool. You can go on, there's the ISO as well. ISO as well as your white balance over there. And also you can change the tint as well. So when you need to white balance something, you have that option to adjust not only your temperature, but also your tint on the fly. It also gives you a indication of the battery as well, which is on 91% at the moment. You can touch that as well, and that changes, and it shows you how many volts. So at the moment 7.3 volts. You tap it again and it shows you the percentage of the battery. There are also other things as well. If I go into the menu, you can actually see that there are other options here in the menu. I will go through the menu system another time, but I did want to just do an unboxing of the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera for you guys today, and we'll look at it in a little bit more depth in the future. Guys, that will be it for this unboxing. I hope that you guys get a bit of an idea as to what to expect and what's kind of in the box, what kind of parts, accessories that come with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K camera. We will be doing a few more videos looking at this camera at a deeper and more in-depth look. Again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have, go ahead, like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next one.